Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rugters Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Rugters Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rugters Scarlet Knights offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just...
It's a running room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper. Wide open spaces. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Campbell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Scarlet Knights are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Off play action. That's caught. It's Weber. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Black. It's a seam walk. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Ducks offense will go to work for the first time today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first and 10 from the 38. Just keeps slinging it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the back. Sweet cut there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Moore to the air. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. With the catch, it's Stewart. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
And just not enough leg on that.
And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played 1 quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Takes a hit as he fires. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Campbell. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. He'll try to slam it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. They're going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 13 over Texas A&M.
More to the air.
Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Now from inside the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to get it in. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play. He's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. On the ground, it's Campbell. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy...
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Moore to the air. Quickly complete. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Back open in the middle. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Black. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Black. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Caught over the middle. It's Weber. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. Dumps it to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Moore will throw. Looking down the middle. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 13 over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off play action on 1st down. All alone, he's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his man. It's Benjamin. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. That's reeled in. It's Duff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Second down, he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. And the Scarlet Knights are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it,
he's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.